The 2013 Uganda Communications Act Section 31 and Schedule 4 of the Minimum Broadcasting Standards, as well as the Uganda Communications Content Regulation 2019, prohibits the broadcasting of material that contains profanity or sexually explicit content. However, this has not been adhered to, giving room to televisions, radios and online platforms to shamelessly continue spreading offensive and vulgar musical content. Addressing the media in Kampala today, the Executive Director Uganda Communications Commission UCC, Thembo Nyombi, expressed concern over the continued violation of these acts by broadcasters despite several warnings. He indicated how a media house that broadcasts, promotes and shares vulgar, obscene and other prohibited content risks losing their license and must.
Songs and other creative works that contain veiled words, statements, innuendos and action that right-thinking members of society consider to be detrimental to the moral and cultural fabric of society have no place on our airwaves. If you want to be in this business, just run away from this. If you don't do it, definitely we shall come for that transmitter. We shall come for it. And take this one very, very seriously. From yesterday onwards, not even from today, because today is too late.
Nyombi also declared a suspension of 5 songs by some artists, expressing worry about the increasing trend of indecent and offensive performances by both local and international artists. These, according to him, at times contain sexually explicit lyrics and sexually seductive dancing that are against Uganda's religious, society and cultural norms, thus posing a threat to the country's moral fabric.
We shall extradite those ones. Tujja kubazza ku nnyonyi. Sisi kyuffe twakasooka kukikola. Bajja kujja bajje gwalinga tulaba tuti kino tujja kuteekamu intelligence. Tujja kuteekamu intelligence. Okunoonyereza okw'ekikuguwazi. Tubalaba beetegeka okweyambula tubalinde beeyambule. Banagenda okweyambula. Engoye bajja zambala tubatwala ntebe ku kisaawe.
He finally indicated how performing arts are effectively required to acquire performing licenses from the Uganda Communications Commission UCC to ascertain their compliance with the issued directives.
Organizers and promoters of public entertainment events must seek authorization from UCC. You have heard this? They have to seek authorization. And we shall have a template where we shall ask a few questions. They must be answered and they must be complied to. And if not, then our poised hammer will have to fall to those culprits.
This has attracted responses from religious leaders who say the directives are timely and profound.
We need to align our goals as a nation with our content that is being produced. So aligning those together will create socio-economic development. But as you know, there are people who make money out of this thing. I have interviewed them. They tell me basically, Pastor, as
policy leaders, we need to sit down again, look at what has been suspended, and if it was suspended, why and how can we bring it back on board, but in a way that is addressing the times, because a lot has changed already.
The UCC directives align with the Safe Screen, Safe Kids, a 5-year campaign championed by Church of Uganda Family TV, which was launched by the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Mama Janet Kataham 7 in April 2024. This aims at mitigating the overriding effects of technology on the young generation.
Now my honor and privilege to launch the Safe Screens, Safe Kids campaign.
Use it responsibly, especially for our children, so that they are not exposed to information and materials which are harmful to the children, but rather we use technology. Yes, even when our children access technology, they should access information and content that is friendly, that also helps in building up our children.
In our discussion with Owen Westg, a digital citizenship advocate and head of programs and marketing at Church of Uganda Family TV, he explained how the directives are a good step towards the right direction, challenging the authorities for proper implementation.
How long does it take for UCC and other regulatory authorities to realize that this content is risky for our society? And most importantly, our children who innocently perceive whatever they have. So to me, it's a good step towards the right direction. However, we want to see more. We want to see more of enforcement. We want to see more of these letters that are being written to media stations, being written to groups for these artists and associations coming to reality. So we need to see more of enforcement than actually just writing letters.
Owen indicated the resultant consequences of exposing the young generation to inappropriate content and how the UCC directives would help in upholding the family, culture and religious values of our societies and the country at large. He reminded content creators of the 3 C's throughout their careers.
Most probably the biggest danger is that the young innocent minds that are not grounded in moral values and cultural, that don't even appreciate the moral and cultural values, even family values, are at a higher risk because their brains are still young to filter what is appropriate and not. And that's where the biggest danger is. Someone who is an adult will choose to filter and listen and go. But a young person will be curious to know, oh, that's my favorite artist, I love how she dances. Now the dancing turns into the dressing. The dressing turns into a lifestyle. Before you know it, they get to know that, oh, this favorite artist actually is who he is, a celebrity, is an influencer.
He finally provided an update on the Safe Screen, Safe Kids campaign, an initiative by Church of Uganda Family TV that aims at mitigating the overriding effects of technology on the young generation.
For us as Church of Uganda Family TV, we'll continue to do that. Next year, we already have a roadmap put up and we call other stakeholders. Come join us. Let's visit these churches together, visit these schools together, and share the risks that this technology, that this media, this content has on our children. And together we can build a very resilient digital citizens, age group of the young ones and the teenagers that can't get their hands off the phones.
In the wake of safeguarding the country's moral fabric, the Katikkiro of Buganda Wekitiibwa Charles Peter Mayiga also expressed concern over the increasing habit, which he said is not of decency to a country like Uganda.
Bamwagala okukuza ekitone n'okukiwangaalirako ebyokuwemula mubijje mu nkola zammwe era sitwagala kuwulira ddala nnyimba ezo za buwemu.
John Baptista Humza, Church of Uganda Family TV News at 8.